BetterGraphs setup in Ignition 8 from my website. There's a link here that'll take you to the GitHub repository. We just want to go ahead and click on download zip, save that file, and then we want to go ahead and extract that file. There we go. Now we just want to go ahead and import this zip file. The only thing you need to make sure in your gateway is that your project that you're using has a default database set. If it doesn't, this won't work. I've already done that. So I'm going to go into my designer and import that zip file. It's going to import a script, some client tags, a template, and some windows. As far as I've tested, the client tags should just add the new ones. It won't actually, delete your other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and click overwrite on that. So now we've got the client tags, the template. If I hit refresh here, we've got the windows and the script. Next thing we need to do is go to our setup page. So this will create the SQL tables for you if you're using MySQL. If you're not, you can click this and look at the SQL create table statements. You can run these through there's some things on the web that'll try and adapt these to other SQL databases for you. You can give it a shot. I am using I'm using MySQL, so I'm going to hit this button. Make sure that your designer is in full read-write mode. So I'm going to click that button. It's going to ask you a question for each table that needs to be created. Say yes. Creates it. Yes. Created. Yes. Created. Yes. Created. So now we're done with that. So now I can go to, I'm going to just look at this overview window. I've got two tags here showing values and some historized data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this add trend icon, drop it on there, put another one here. And so I have this tag, so I'm going to go ahead and copy its tag path and put it into the tag path here. These other two things are optional, but I do want a description and label so I know what it is I'm looking at. Let's say 9. Oh, that won't work. Don't do that. I want to copy the tag path, put it in here so it's an actual string representation of the tag path. Don't bind this to just a tag like I was doing on accident there. Let me say sign 9. Go ahead and save that, and then I'm going to launch my project. So now if I right click on one of these guys, I can add it to my graph, and I'm going to just leave that as default. Add this to my graph as well. It comes up with a random color. I'm going to hit that, and then you can right click on this and click in open current graph. So here we see the two values that we have there are side by side. You can click on pen config, put them on different subplots, hide them, do all sorts of different stuff. If I like this graph and I'm looking at it a lot, you can click save graph, save it. If you want to get rid of everything, clear your graph, select it again, open the graph, loads it back the same way it was. New deal is table view. So if you have tags and you want to see what those values were for those tags every 10 minutes, you can do that. Get data, and here we have the value at 12:30, 12:40, 12:50, and 1 o'clock, and then you can save that as an Excel file if you want. Additionally, one other thing that you probably want to do is here in the README, there's this script right here, and what you want to do with that is go into your Vision client events and add it to your startup scripts for your client. If you already have stuff in here, you can just add it at the beginning or the end or whatever you want to do. What that's just going to do is whenever the client starts, it's going to clear out this tag, and this is what keeps track of all the tags that you have open. And so the reason why you want to do that is if you're in the designer and you're messing around with things and you've added a bunch of stuff to your graph, that those pens won't keep showing up every time you open the client. It'll start fresh every time.